What's up everyone and welcome back to the UFC News Hub. Today let's get started with boxing legend George Foreman passes away at 76. Two-time heavyweight champion and boxing icon George Foreman passed away on March 21st, 2024 at the age of 76. According to his family, Foreman died peacefully at his home due to complications from a long-term illness. Foreman, known for his incredible career in the ring and later as a successful entrepreneur, was a dominant force in boxing, winning Olympic gold in 1968 and becoming the heavyweight champion twice. His famous bouts, including the Rumble in the Jungle against Muhammad Ali, cemented his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of all time. Beyond boxing, he became a household name with the George Foreman Grill, turning his success into a multi-million-dollar business empire. He leaves behind his wife, Mary Joan Martelli, and his children. His passing marks the end of an era, but his impact on sports and business will never be forgotten. Before we continue, subscribe and click the bell icon to help support the channel. Ilia Topuria runs into Paddy Pimblett. Topuria and Paddy Pimblett are in attendance for UFC London. Paddy is there in support of Molly McCann and Nathan Fletcher. Ilia will be in Guram Kutataladze's corner. For those unaware, Ilia and Paddy have been going back and forth for years now. The two even got into an altercation in 2022 during the ceremonial weigh-ins. Paddy actually showed respect to Ilia and went for a fist bump.
Next up in the strawweight division, Sean O'Bannon taking on
Magomed Ankalaev has his sights set on two big names, Alex Pereira and Jon Jones. The light heavyweight contender recently revealed that he's already accepted a fight date in August, and now he's waiting for his opponent to do the same. I have a date and I accepted already. I hope my opponent will accept too. This time there will be no 5 rounds. I don't get paid by the hour. Magomed Ankalaev said it's clear that he's eager to get back in the octagon, and his statement suggests that the fight will be a 3-round bout instead of a 5-round war. One of the major talking points surrounding Ankalaev's last fight with Alex Pereira was the controversy over alleged greasing. Both Ankalaev and his coach accused Pereira of using Vaseline on his body during their fight, which they claim affected the grappling exchanges. And now, Ankalaev made sure to take another jab at Pereira when he posted, "August, but please, no Vaseline." Magomed Ankalaev said, "This is a direct call out to Pereira, making it clear that Ankalaev wants to settle unfinished business without any controversy this time." Meanwhile, the UFC world is buzzing with top fighters gathering in London, including Alex Pereira and Jan Blachowicz, who is preparing to face Carlos Ulberg. Ankalaev noticed the activity and made it known that while others are enjoying themselves, he's fully focused on getting back to work. "I see all my children in London having fun, but I'm back in the gym already. See you soon, boys," Magomed Ankalaev said. This kind of confidence and attitude is what makes him such an intimidating presence in the division, but the most surprising part of his recent posts was his call-out of Jon Jones. Ankalaev made his feelings very clear by posting a photoshopped image of Jones's head on a duck, implying that the heavyweight champion is avoiding real challenges. He didn't hold back his thoughts on Tom Aspinall either, making it clear that he doesn't believe the interim champ has done enough to deserve his current hype. Tom Aspinall hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done anything, Magomed Ankalaev said. Then he turned his attention directly to Jones, challenging him to move back down to light heavyweight and face him. "Johnny Chicken Bones don't want to fight Big Tom. Come back to the light heavyweight division and fight Big Ank. Stop running," Magomed Ankalaev said. This is a bold statement from Ankalaev. Calling out Jon Jones is one thing, but daring him to move back down to 205 pounds is another level of confidence. Jones has long since left the light heavyweight division behind, and considering his current focus on heavyweight, it's highly unlikely that he would entertain such a challenge. But Ankalaev is making his presence felt and letting the world know that he's ready to fight anyone, whether it's a rematch with Alex Pereira or a dream fight with Jon Jones. Now, all eyes are on what's next. Will Pereira accept the August fight, or will Ankalaev continue his hunt for an even bigger name? Tom Aspinall is making it clear Jon Jones must fight him or retire. Earlier this week, reports surfaced that Jones stated he would need 6 months to prepare for a fight against Aspinall once it's officially booked. But Tom isn't buying into the delay. He believes Jones has no other option but to step into the cage with him. When asked about Alex Pereira's recent loss to Magomed Ankalaev, Aspinall couldn't help but comment on how it might have affected Jones. "You know, Jon's phone got whizzed across the room on Saturday night. He was there, ready ready to tweet, hands on his head and everything, said Aspinall, implying that Jones was likely gearing up to comment on the fight, but held back. However, Aspinall made it clear he wasn't celebrating Pereira's loss. No, in all honesty, I would never ever celebrate somebody's loss. That really isn't my style. I'm an Alex Pereira fan. I love his style, love the run he's been on. I really respect where he's come from and everything like that, he said, showing respect for the former champion. But while he respects Pereira, Aspinall admits that the timing of this loss couldn't have been better for him. It couldn't have happened at a better time for me personally. There's nowhere to go for Jon. He either has to fight me or retire now. And if he does retire, everyone knows that he will have been avoiding me. So there literally isn't another fight for Jon at the moment. So it works out pretty good, he said, making it clear that in his eyes, Jones has no way out. Aspinall is confident that the heavyweight division has reached a pivotal moment, with Jones holding the undisputed title and Aspinall reigning as the interim champion. A showdown between them seems inevitable, but will Jones take the fight or will he walk away from the sport altogether? That's the big question. Jamahal Hill has shared his thoughts on the controversial fight between Jan Blachowicz and Alex Pereira, making it clear that he believes the judges got it wrong. According to Hill, Blachowicz should have been awarded the victory in their 2023 matchup, which Pereira officially won by split decision. This fight was a closely contested battle, with Blachowicz utilizing his grappling while Pereira relied on his striking, but in the end, the judges sided with Pereira. However, not everyone agreed with that decision, and Hill is one of those who believes Blachowicz was the rightful winner. Now, with Blachowicz set to fight Carlos Ulberg at UFC London, Hill has also shared his thoughts on what Blachowicz needs to do in order to secure a victory. He believes that if Blachowicz wants to win, he has to use his experience and well-rounded skill set to break Ulberg down systematically. Ulberg is a dangerous striker with knockout power, but Blachowicz has faced elite-level competition before and has the tools to make this a tough fight for him. Hill pointed out that if Blachowicz can mix in his wrestling and control the pace of the fight, he can neutralize Ulberg's striking and take away his biggest weapons. Blachowicz has shown in the past that he has the ability to implement a smart game plan, and if he executes it correctly, he could walk away with a big win. However, Ulberg is a rising contender with momentum on his side, so this fight won't be easy. The question now is whether Blachowicz can turn back the clock and prove he still belongs at the top, or if Ulberg will use this as a breakout moment to establish himself as a serious contender in the division.
I believe that Blachowicz won the Pereira fight. As I was watching that back, as I was preparing for UFC 300, that fight really kind of stuck out to me because I believe Jan won that fight. However, he didn't do himself any favors. All right, he showed a very, very low fight IQ in some of the things that he was that opened itself up to him, and he wasn't able to take advantage of it. One being, he hit, I believe, second round, he hit Pereira with a low leg kick that looked like it had his leg sticking to the mat, looked like it did some serious damage to his leg, and nothing. Like, he did nothing. He never threw the kick again or anything like that. I believe he's gonna have to be consistent with that calf kick against a Ulberg to break down his mobility and keep him stationed.